Welcome to In Focus. I'm Eric Hesseldahl, head of SAP News. Today we're talking industries. We're talking with Sven Denecken, Chief Marketing and Solutions Officer for SAP's Industries Group. Sven, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Eric.
I'd like to set the table a little bit when we talk about industries. So why is SAP poised to make a market impact specifically with industries right now?
Yeah, so first of all, per Gartner, industries are a key competitive differentiator for SAP. And we've always had a deep understanding of our customer needs, which makes us where we are today. But today, the lines between traditional industries are quickly blurring, and customers will need SAP more than ever to navigate that change, to ensure the business continuity, to adapt and to stay competitive. But we're also best positioned to address industry convergence by cross-industry scenarios. And my organization will make sure we help our customers to run their digital transformation at best.
So we've been saying this for a while, that we have this at SAP. This is a key differentiator for us, but I'm curious how we stack up against the competition.
We understand the business strategies of our customers. We can explain how the business capabilities provided by our solutions play a key role in implementing those strategies. Our deep understanding of the industry makes us relevant. We have acquired this industry knowledge and that depth over decades. And I personally think that we are doing the heavy lifting to enable the core business of our customers. Think about just in time or just in sequence manufacturing in automotive. That has revolutionized the way of mass product, mass customized complex products. Look at the food and medicine industry that are subject to strict regulation to ensure we give genuine, fresh, healthy products. But we need to think not only in industries, but also across. We need to articulate that in their voice, and we can do that. That's where you reach a new level of customer relationship and intimacy. And that's what set us apart from competitors.
So how do you plan to amplify SAP Industries and gain some traction?
First of all, digital transformation is still a core topic that many companies, their executives, but also their business leaders who need to make it work, think about. And that's why we clearly say the core business of all customers is the industries they are in. And that actually implies how their digital transformation needs to be performed. And that's a journey, not a destination. The next topic, everything that we do needs to be network aware. What I mean by that, if you look at your supply chain challenges, if you look actually at all the challenges that you have in production, where we're just in time and very global connected, a lot of those parameters are changing. So to be network aware and understand how you can still deliver on your promise, that is very important in nearly all industries. And last but not least, I think we need to do that in a sustainable way. Sustainable for our employees, sustainable actually for our customers, sustainable for that supply chain. That is where I think we need and we can and we will amplify.
So Sven, we see a lot of industries combining through mergers and acquisitions and so forth. Industries that we wouldn't necessarily have thought of as coming together in the past are now kind of combining on the fly. That creates a lot of change. How do you maintain your edge?
So very much we know we can deliver multi-industry needs, right? They not just stand for themselves, but the combination and the leverage across is important. But let me come to two examples to make it very tangible. So the first one of an industry cross scenario where we're executing accordingly is an oil and gas customer who has oil and gas stations, suddenly gets a retailer because he does more margin there than with the gas that he has. Now we're driving electrical cars, so they're going to be charged there, and you're suddenly in a utilities company, and then you understand you are in a business to consumer business. You need a lot of customer experience data, because if Eric drives with his car, the car doesn't know that you need to charge for half an hour very soon. I might send you a coupon actually that makes you charge at my place, and 30 minutes I have you as a client, and I can sell you a lot of good things. So that scenario actually spans automotive, retail, utilities, and has actually now an underpinning growing electric cars availability. And that is an offering where we understand those multi-industry needs. Let's come to another one. It's called farm to fork. This scenario spans agribusiness, manufacturing, supplier and distribution, and retail. And I think that's an end-to-end cross-industry process that provides clear access and transparency and needs to do that because it aims to make the food network more intelligent, more sustainable, more approachable in that sense. So those are the examples where we mean, and that definitely not only going to keep our edge, but that differentiates us from anyone out there who actually still is in his silo.
It's interesting. I can imagine very easily stopping to charge my car and get a coffee, so I can see the opportunities there. Makes a lot of sense.
I'm not going to send you a coupon for that.
Okay, terrific. Thanks very much, Sven. Thank you for your time, and thank you for watching. This has been In Focus with SAP News.
Thank you, Eric.